Hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bedford Stuyvesant Restoration Corporation and the Census 2020 project team and the community give back that we are doing tonight. My name is Rabiat Onikate Arifu, and I'm your moderator for tonight. Joining me is the beautiful and wonderful friend, Beverly Tom, Reiki Master and breath work guidance. Let me start by saying, as a member of the 2020 Census team, I ask and remind all of you to please go out to your phone and or laptop, type in my2020census.com and complete your census if you have not already done so. Do it for a friend, do it for a tenant, do it for your elderly family members. Be sure to count your little ones as well. If you don't have access to a laptop, the number to call is 1-844-330-2020. 1-844-330-2020. The American Census, United States Census, is our every decade civic duty to ensure that we show up as a people, to ensure that our communities receive both the resources and the facilities that we are due as tax-paying citizens of America. And even if you are improperly documented and or you do not feel safe, the resources that you are accounting for, you get to show up. We are not in any way, shape, or form sharing that information with any other agency. This is literally for the opportunity and for the access that we provide to our children, how we continue to do that for ourselves. Our wonderful guide tonight, as I said, is the beautiful Beverly Tom, a personal friend and a Reiki mentor to me and others in the world. Beverly has been doing Reiki, breathwork, and meditation programs since 2014, both for international and private clients. She also offers free meditation and breathwork sessions twice a month on the second and fourth Sundays of each month at 6 p.m. Tonight's session is going to give you a small example of the wonderful work that she does. She's going to walk us through what we already know, but we forget, is the value of connecting, consciously connecting our breath to our bodies. Again, her free sessions to continue are twice a month on the second and fourth Sundays of the month at 6 p.m. And then if you really want to get juicy, you sign up for the full thing because she goes in. Ladies and gentlemen, I now yield to Beverly.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here with you tonight to share my passion and especially to support you and the rest of the country in this very important drive to have everyone be counted. It's so important that we go out and make our efforts known and participate, because it makes such a big difference in the resources that's offered to our community. I always start my sessions by saying this is my drug of choice, because I just love helping people feel good, because when we feel good, we're able to make good decisions. We're more patient, we're more compassionate. We just have a better outlook on life. And a lot of times, having been burnt out myself in corporate America, I know what it feels like when you feel frustrated, when you feel hopeless, when you just need some time for yourself. So what I offer is just that, a space I facilitate so that people can come and just take that time for themselves to just breathe, just downregulate, just have that time for yourself, because healing, because no one can do that for you. Healing is a personal choice. So tonight, the two exercises I'd like to share. The first is the counted breath, which is my all-time favorite, because I know you love that one. It really helps you to get grounded, and it really helps, even though our minds, the brain is there to think. We don't want it to stop thinking. But what this breath does is just put things in order, so that even though thoughts may come up, you can literally just watch it go by. You know, even though emotions may come up, you can just watch it go by. You don't necessarily have to follow it. So we'd like to ask everyone to get comfortable. And I'd just like to show you right now, in terms of, if you were to place your palms open on your thighs or knees and take a deep breath in and let that out. Now turn your palms down and take a deep breath in now. Let it out. Did you notice any difference in the amount of air that you were able to take in? And that's simply what life is all about. It's so important that how many times a day we're doing this, it affects us. The breath is what holds your body, you and your body together. When the breath is no more, you and the body are separated. That's the gist of it. That's the simplified version of it. And we do this all the time, but we're not able to take deep breaths because we're constantly on the go. So tonight, I want us to put our palms on our thighs up. We'll be taking long, slow breaths in, and they'll be counted. I'll count, and as I count, you slowly take the breath in for the count. When I say hold, you will hold for the count. When I say breathe out, you'll breathe out for the count, and then we'll hold again, and then we'll do a couple sets of those and get you in line. And when we're done with that one, we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and do the second breath, which would be the I am not the body, I am not the mind. So if we get comfortable, eyes closed. And as you close your eyes, I want you to tilt your head up a little, because if you notice when you do that, you automatically put the focus between your eyebrows, and that is what we want. And try not to move, because in doing these breaths, you'll find that you want to move, itch, twitch, scratch. But what happens is, if you don't move, you allow the energy to be aligned in your body. When you do move, you actually shift how the energy has already started aligning your body. So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, and out. And one more time, in through the nose and out. And one more time, in through the nose and out. Now, once we begin the breath, I want you to constrict in your throat and make the sound where it's like you're forcing the air in and forcing the air out. And all of it is in and out through the nose. So it makes that sound of okay. Let us begin. We'll do 3 rounds of 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. We begin again. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. Remember to tilt your head back and keep your focus between your eyebrows. Final round. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. relax. We just sit here for a minute and pay attention to anything that you may be feeling in your body as you've just reset your parasympathetic system. You've just activated it. Continue to take slow, deep breaths in. And when you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently open your eyes. I hope everyone feels a little bit refreshed. How are you feeling, Ravi?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bev. As
You're
someone
very
who's
welcome.
done this particular practice with you a number of times, I'd like, if you can, to share very quickly with everyone what the parasympathetic nervous system is, and then a little bit about what you mean. We know that our breath and our body are connected. But when you said the connection between the two, that the breath is what holds us in our body, I don't think a lot of us have thought about our breath in that way.
Wait, yes, absolutely. So our parasympathetic nervous system is what controls what is called our fight or flight mode, meaning if you feel threatened, your body automatically goes into a mode for safety and survival. That means all your energy is pulled from wherever your brain, wherever, and it's pushed into the parts of your body that will help you survive. So if you have to run, if you have to stand and fight, your whole system is prepared for that. And so the thing about that is when that is engaged continuously, our bodies begin to actually get in a state or stages of discomfort and dis-ease. We're actually supposed to be allowing ourselves to come back down and allow your body itself to rest and rejuvenate. The parasympathetic system is the part that allows you to rest, restore, and rejuvenate. So when you go to sleep at night, you're supposed to actually have that space, that time where your body goes back into resting, rejuvenating, restoring. But some of us, because we don't sleep well, some of us, because of our hectic lifestyle, we're constantly in that fight or flight mode and not the parasympathetic mode. And the human body is not geared or was not created to stay in that fight or flight mode continuously. Now, for short periods, it's fine, but for long-term periods, it's not. It works against us. So, for example, if a gazelle were to be grazing outside, or a deer, and it sees a lion or tiger coming, that is going to get into, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here because it's not safe. But as soon as the danger goes away, that animal system automatically goes back to grazing, it goes back to eating. The human body doesn't do that because we have the ability in our mind to continuously replay things and make our system feel that it's real. So engaging your parasympathetic nervous system actually allows your body to come back into that state of natural healing, of balancing, so that you can continue to feel refreshed, feel renewed, and be able to take care of whatever you need to take care of when you need to take care of it. The explanation about the breath and the body. So the first thing we do when we come out of the womb is take a breath. And the last thing we do when we leave this earth is release the breath. And that is what's holding what you call your body and mind and you. Your body and your mind is not you. It's what you have accumulated over this period of time that you have been here. Now, when that thread of breath in and out is no more, what happens to the body and the mind is that it separates from who you truly are, which is your divine, your source, your true self, the true self. So in paying attention to the breath, because the breath actually you can help your body heal by taking certain breaths. This is why even like in the movie industry, they have things, music that engages your emotions to help you feel sad, to help you feel scared, to help you feel happy. Because if you're happy, you breathe a certain way. If you're sad, you breathe a certain way. If you're scared, you breathe a certain way. When you're calm, you breathe a certain way. So if you can engage your body into calmness, into breathing full breaths, oxygenating your cells, your organs, and your tissues, you're helping your body to rejuvenate. You're helping your body to stay in that state of parasympathetic mode, so that you can constantly boost your immune system, sleep well, help you with stress and anxiety. So the connection between the body, the mind, and the breath is very simple. We don't pay attention to it, but it's what holds us here in this lifetime.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Perfect. Thank you. And I think as a person living in New York City, there are days when we realize that we're running on adrenaline, right? Which is part of that fight or flight. It is that exact energetic. We're running on adrenaline throughout the day.
Yes.
And even when you go to sleep at night, you may not necessarily come all the way down to allow yourself to truly rest. And so for those who may have caught it, who joined us in the midst of the Beverly's count, I'd just like to give you a quick summation. 4 breaths in, hold for 4 breaths.
Yes.
6 breaths out, hold for 2 breaths. Yes. So it's 8 and 8. 4 in, 4 hold. 6 out, 2 hold.
Yes.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Thank you. And so I'm going to say, now that you're aligned and you're aware of your breath, everyone pick up your phones and do your census, if you haven't already done that.
Yes.
So Beverly, I turn it over to you now for the second exercise that you were planning for us.
Yes. So this is called I Am Not the Body, I Am Not the Mind. And what this exercise literally does is allow you to ponder that, because that's what meditation really is. It's pondering. It's putting yourself in that space of where you think about it. So now if you constantly, as you breathe, you inhale, you take the thought, I am not the body. As you exhale, I am not the mind. I am not the body. I am not the mind. Just put your focus on that and see what happens. It's truly an extraordinary experience when you can look at yourself as a whole and see the difference, the separation between who you truly are, your body and your mind, which you have accumulated throughout your life. So we'll sit again, comfortable position, palms open and on your thighs, spine straight. When you close your eyes, tilt your head back. And what you notice when you do that, your focus naturally goes to the center of your eyebrows. And we'll do this for just a little bit. We won't do it all too long, because it most effective for a longer period, but just enough so you can have an idea of what it is. And for people who have never tried it, I ask that you just allow yourself, open your heart and allow yourself to just experience what is being offered today. All right, so we'll take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose, and out. One more time, in through the nose and out. And one more time, in through the nose and out. And now we begin. As you breathe in, take the thought, I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I am not the body. Now just take a deep breath in, hold it, and gently release it through the mouth. And just sit with your eyes closed for a few minutes. Noticing any thoughts or emotions that may come up or sensations in your body. And when you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and gently open your eyes. How was that?
Happy place. Happy. Me to my happy place.
Yes.
I'm seeing responses from everyone on the call. And one of the people says, I haven't thought about focusing on I am not statements. With each inhale and exhale, I will integrate that. Thank you. Someone else says, it's so true about the breath being used to calm oneself. Um, another person says she needed this and she's going to work to incorporate this into her daily life. And that is actually an elder and one of the grand dames of Bedford Stuyvesant, Miss Brenda Fryson, quick shout out, who shared that last piece. And feel free, please, here to let me know if I've overspoken, but what I like about the integrating the statements is that understanding that I am not my body, I am not my mind. And I'm asking you the question here, would it be appropriate to insert a holding breath and say, I am divine?
Well, why are you trying to get into my class now? Put my stuff out there.
Because I am in the class.
Actually, the holding breath is where you answer who you are, but not the you that's the body or the mind, the you that's not the body and not the mind. Yummy, isn't it?
Yummy. And again, for us, especially those of us in New York City, and those of us in areas that are fairly densely packed, it is recognizing that we can release the day in a way that invites our own divine being, whatever our religious practice is, but that invites us to rest within our bodies.
Yes.
We ask that the body be counted, hashtag my 2020 census.com. We ask that we count that physical body, but we understand that the mind and the body are out there every day and getting bombarded and in that fight or flight mode. And if we do the 8 count breath, 4 in, holding for 4, 6 out and holding for 2, we're allowing ourselves to calm down. And then remind me if I counted that correctly, but the I am not the body, I am not the mind, I feel like those were 21.
Look at you. Yes. And for significant reasons, 21, 27, 33, all the way up to 108.
So these are the mantras that the Buddhists and those who practice with seed, this is what they do.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we can all start at 21 and build our way up.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing about it. If you incorporate these simple breaths as you begin your day, and I'm saying, because as a Reiki master, I start my day, the minute I become conscious, I place my hands on myself. I may not always make it in front of my space to do a full treatment, but the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is place my hands on myself and breathe, because the gratitude and the breath are a combination of not only mystical manifesting tools, but they are given to us for free. You don't have to pay anybody to breathe. You don't have to pay anybody to put your hands on yourself. And even if you're not a practitioner of Reiki, just placing your hands on yourself, placing your hands literally are guided by love, if you so wish, gently. Because if you stub your toe, the first thing you want to do is grab it. You somewhere hurt you, put your hand on yourself. Your head, the hands, if you command that they be of love and place them on yourself as you wake up every morning and just breathe, I am grateful for this moment. You just start your day that way. And then you can do the breaths. You don't have to, you can sit up and do them. You can lay in your bed and do them. But I guarantee you, the minute you start seeing the results, because these breaths actually shift your energy. Shifting your energy changes who you are, changes your mind, changes your thoughts, your emotions, and all of that has a trickling effect on your personality and who you are and who you put out there. So, yes. I hope
Someone,
I didn't go over.
so absolutely not. As someone who's taken your program and experienced your Reiki, I do recognize both the wonderful effects that you're talking about and the importance, more so than I'd ever thought, of my breath,
Yes.
right? And being
Yes.
able to manage and be cognizant of it is such a moment of both awareness and of gratitude. Um,
Yes.
I'm going to gratefully say to my team member that reminded me, it's actually my 2020 census.gov, my 2020 census.gov. Um, and tying all of that together, I will also share with everyone on the call that if you have the opportunity to attend one of Beverly's wonderful, and did I mention free? Thank you.
This Sunday.
This Sunday
Yes.
programs, please do so. This Sunday at 6 o'clock, and then again next month on the 2nd and the 4th Sunday of the month at 6 p.m.
And they can request to come on by just going to Simply Bevcare, SimplyBevCare.com, and go to the events tab, and they'll see the links there to come on.
Right. I'm going to say that website one more time. Simply Bev Care. The care is what is different. It's KAIRE.com.
Yes.
And then you'll find it in events. And so with that, again, Beverly, I'm so thankful for your time tonight. I'm sure that everyone who's been on here has walked away with two great tools and a little bit more awareness for themselves. And we can all ensure that we can share it with others, both the 2 breaths that we've learned and my 2020 census.gov, and the importance of showing up both for ourselves and for our communities. Immeasurable. Thank you all for joining. Oh, Bev, you had one more thing.
Yes, I just wanted to say that I am not the body, I am not the mind. It's a great tool for during the day when you feel you just don't want to give a response to a question. Just take a breath and you say it to yourself. I am not the body. You breathe out. I am not the mind. And you can take 2 or 3 and then give a response, or still not give a response if you don't want to. But it's a great tool to use 3 times whenever you're in a situation during the day, to just take a pause back. Because sometimes it helps you to not say things you don't want to say or don't necessarily want to have to take back.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I see from our call, from our guest list, that we also have some frontline workers in this emergency care of, we have people who work on the front lines, keeping the rest of us healthy. And for them especially, this is one of those things where they're getting bombarded with information and questions every day. And in the moment, like you said, taking that moment to say,
yes,
I am not my body, I am not my mind. It's the adult version of counting to 10 before you respond.
Yes.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you all again for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you again to Beverly. I hope this is helpful and will be shared by you with the people in your life. And I ask you to remember to please complete your census.
Yes.
The phone number is 1-844-330-2020. And the website again is my2020census.gov. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.
Yes.